Hey, Sue Price here. I want to talk to you about beliefs and attitude, specifically beliefs and attitudes that would be affecting our business. Because if we have some beliefs that don't serve us well or attitudes that don't serve us well, they're going to affect our business negatively. And simply, we need to change them. Now, I've known this for a very long time. And for the longest time, I struggled with knowing how. I'd be able to identify something that, or catch myself, with some self-talk that clearly wasn't supportive and supporting my goals, but I really didn't know how to make changes. So over time, I've worked with lots and lots of different practitioners and people that can help us make changes with those deep-rooted, fairly subconscious often, beliefs that we perhaps grew up with. We all have them. Most of us have had or have some, crazy thoughts around money. If we grew up with, money doesn't grow on trees and, all of that sort of stuff, we've got the little roots of them here often. So if we're not getting the results that we really, really want, that's a really good clue that something up here or some belief or attitude that we have just is not serving us well. So after me working with a lot of different people and changing different beliefs over time, I'm able to identify thought patterns. But, I want to talk to you and tell you a story from my life to really, really stress why we need to make these changes if they don't serve us, if our beliefs don't serve us. Okay. We were living in Sydney at the time and had a business that we'd been very successful in and made a lot of money, and we just renovated a house. For those of you that are familiar with Sydney, it was in Balmoral Beach, right up on the hill overlooking Balmoral Beach, and the house looked right through the heads of Sydney Harbour. Stunning. It was an old place that we bought it, and we did some major renovations. And it ended up it was 3 stories because we built up into the attic, and it had a 3-car garage under it. At the time in our business, I was traveling a lot. I was away most weeks somewhere. And when I came home, I would get a taxi to and from the airport. Taxi would drop me off out the front. And this one particular day, the taxi driver pulled up in front of our house, looked up at the house, and then turned around and looked at me and said, "Lady, you must be rich." And you know what? I was uncomfortable with that. My heart sort of felt like it stopped, and I did not know what to say. Clearly, I had not become accepting of the lifestyle that I was creating, even though I thought I had. But just the way that I reacted and what I did next is a real clue that I wasn't comfortable. After that, every time I got a taxi back to that house, I would get the taxi driver to drive a few houses up the street to a more modest-looking house, and I would get out there, and then I would drag my stuff back to our house. What happened was soon after this, our business started to decline, and ultimately we closed the door of that business and we had to sell the house. I tell you this story just to illustrate how important it is that we clear our attitudes and our beliefs that do not serve us. Now, I'm sharing this with you now because there's been a product that just has come to market called Top Producer Formula. And in that product, the second module is all on beliefs and attitude. But what I love about it is there is a process in there that you can learn to get rid of these things yourself quite quickly. I love that. I've heard people that have already bought the product say that this module alone is worth double what they've paid for the product. Now, if you're watching my video now, this video, before the 23rd of August 2014, this product is available at a discount because it's just come to market. After that, it'll still be available and well worth the price. But if you're watching this before the 23rd of August, you can get it at a discount. Also on the 23rd of August, the creator of the product, David Wood, is doing a live online training. It's about 5 or 6 hours long for a very ridiculous cost of only $7. I really, really encourage you, if you don't want to jump in and buy the other product, to at least get on his live training and make up your own mind. Make up your own mind. But for me, it's invaluable information to have. So there will be a link either above or below this video, depending on where you're watching it. And if it's after the 23rd of August, then I'll have more information about where you can pick up the product. So click on the link and find out more, and just know that you can change beliefs that don't serve you. So click on the link.